Bitcoin right now is at a crucial level, guys. We are at quite crazy support while the volatility is really small. And this normally suggests that we are going to see a very explosive move in the price of Bitcoin. And in today's video, we are going to talk about whether that explosive move will be to the upside, to the downside, and how could that basically manifest in the Bitcoin price. We're also going to have a look at some different things. We're going to have a look at the crypto markets in general. Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO and founder of FTX Exchange, right now is in jail. And yeah, we are going to have a look at some derivatives exchange data. So guys, let's jump straight into it. It is going to be a very interesting week if you ask me, because like we already have been saying for the past couple of days, is that the volatility on Bitcoin is really low. And normally this is a great predictor of volatility. So the lower the volatility for a longer amount of time, the higher the pressure of a move will be. It's like cooking something, right? It's cooking, and at one moment it will explode. The longer it cooks, the bigger the explosion. If we have a look at the regular crypto markets right here on CoinMarketCap, we can see it's super boring, right? Like, I mean, the 1 hour change is 0.03%. Like, how can you trade that? There's nothing going on right here. The 24-hour change is 0.06%. Is also almost nothing. And the 7-day change, like 7 days a week in crypto, can be crazy, but right now it's a little bit over 1% change. If we have a look at all the other cryptocurrencies, Ethereum, Tether, of course, that one shouldn't have that much volatility. But look, this is a lot of them in the top coins. Even Dogecoin has a 7-day change of less than 1%. It's kind of crazy how low the volatility is right now. And yeah, when we have a look at the derivatives exchange data, guys, it's not that clear leaning to one side, to be honest. I have to say, it's not looking too bad, okay? The funding rates is slightly coming down. So if this would be like at these levels, I would be a little bit more cautious with the price. But it is coming down slightly. It's not very clearly coming down, slightly coming down. We have the premium index. When we have a look at the bar, we see that this one is coming down to 0.03. It's nice that it's negative. It would be more bullish if we would saw this going to a little bit more negative levels, like at these levels, for example, 0.07 or 0.05. That would be even nicer. We can see this one coming up a little bit, so it is okay, it is sufficient, but it's not like screaming bullishness, right? The take buy sell ratio went up. Right now it's curving down again. It's looking very good on the daily time frame, I have to be honest. This one actually going up. So if we just look at the take buy sell ratios, actually looking quite okay. The open interest, I think, is still very high. We can take that chart, look at the chart individually with the Bitcoin price right here. The open interest right now is at roughly 15 billion US dollars. I would say that is actually quite high. We can see right here that the open interest went up when Bitcoin's price went up. Most likely a lot of people are in the long position, right? Because the funding rates are positive. The price did saw a small correction, but the open interest is still higher, right? It's still higher, so that means a lot of people are still in a contract right here. And that is also the thing that concerns me a little bit, to be honest, guys, because the volatility is super low. A big move is coming, that's a fact, right? It's also a fact that most people are in a long position right now. Also, I run some polls over on YouTube. Coming week, the Bitcoin price will go. Most people said it will go up. On Twitter, also most people said it will go up. So this is one thing that is a little bit cautious if we make an analysis of the sentiment, because we can see in terms of funding rates and in terms of derivatives exchange data, it is kind of neutral, and the majority of the people are longing. And when we have a look at the polls, we can see that the majority of the people are expecting a move to the upside. what we know from the markets is that generally the majority won't be rewarded. There are examples that the majority will be rewarded. So sometimes there are examples that everyone believes the price will go up and then the price goes up. Or not everyone, but like the majority. But it's often the other way around, right? It's often that whenever Bitcoin goes up, most people don't expect it. And right now it just feels for me a little bit like it's too obvious, right? It's too obvious. We are in an uptrend. We are at the support. Everyone expects to move to the upside. Volatility at low levels. This is, for me as a trader, what makes me a little bit cautious, because it is too obvious, basically. So there are a couple of scenarios that can play out. Let's go over the scenarios. But before we are going over the scenarios, I want to bring out the Bitcoin cycles over on whaleportal.com. Those are showing us where we are in the short-term cycles and longer-term cycles. So 4-year and 16-year cycle, we don't have to look at that. But the 60-day cycle right here shows us that right now we are at day 60. So we are right now in that time band where we should form a cycle low. And that is quite interesting, because when we look at Bitcoin, let me do my camera right here, we can see that we did touch the support right here, but if we look at the structure, it would make more sense that for now that this is the cycle low, because that is basically the low from this correction. So that would mean that the cycle low actually came early, but we haven't seen a very explosive move afterwards. We did got that this bar right here, which we have been trading. Right now it's coming down. So guys, when we have a look at Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame, we are hovering around the 4-hour EMA ribbon. But the interesting thing right here, guys, the very interesting thing is that the stablecoin dominance right here is dropping, and it's dropping quite significantly, especially when we have a look at the 4-hour time frame. We're just seeing one big red candle right here. This is quite bullish for Bitcoin and for crypto in general. And as you can see, we are also hovering around some support right here. If we can break that support to the downside, then yeah, that would be bullish, because that would mean that the stable coins are basically the liquidity in stable coins are basically leaving and going into cryptocurrencies, and most likely going into Bitcoin. So this stablecoin dominance would also strengthen that bullish scenario. The only thing that I'm a little bit afraid of is that it looks like everyone expects a move to the upside, and it would be just like kind of obvious for Bitcoin to do that, right? So that's the only thing that is a little bit bothering in my mind, that I think like maybe we should first get like a fake out and then go up, because that fake out would trap a lot of investors, and that would make the bears like celebrate the bearish scenario, while actually we just going back up. So this is something that I'm watching, guys. Actually, we can have it multiple ways. If it is also possible that Bitcoin, for example, shoots up and then breaks down, right? It's just, these are things we have to take into consideration, especially when the majority of the people are expecting a move to the upside. So normally I would say, guys, this would have a very high chance of just breaking up and continuing this uptrend. Right now, because of all these signals combined, I would say the chances are slightly lower, but they are still in the favor to the upside, definitely, because the trend is your friend. That is one of the most important rules when trading. This is what every experienced trader says out there. The trend is your friend. And if we do break out to the upside, guys, a move that we have been anticipating already for some time, then I think that can come with a big blast, because the resistance that we have here is just kind of crazy. Let me show you that resistance. On which chart do I have that resistance? I think it's this one. Yeah, we have it right here. We have the horizontal former support of the previous bull market, which right now is acting as resistance. That is one. But we also have this bigger declining channel, which is right now also acting as resistance. So we have the white line and the resistance of that channel right here meeting. So you can basically see it, right? If we do break up from this channel, if we do break up from that horizontal resistance, most likely that will come along with a big move. I would say a multi-week long uptrend wouldn't be out of the cards, right? This just looks insanely bullish. And also when we have a look at this from a longer term time frame right here, we can just see like Bitcoin has been really been bullish since the moment we have been actually turning bullish at this exact low. We have going into an uptrend, and we're not doing too crazy. We did got some nice corrections, and right now we're just consolidating without seeing too much selling pressure right at massive resistance. So breaking this resistance ultimately would definitely be would increase the chances of Bitcoin going on a multi-week long rally. So yeah, let's still stick with that scenario. Let's still look at that scenario as the favorable scenario, as the most likely scenario. The only thing we have to be a little bit cautious of right here is that we don't have the derivatives exchange data is okay, is doing quite okay. I would say it is more bullish than bearish, definitely. But what bothers me a little bit is that it looks like whole crypto Twitter, everyone in crypto is basically anticipating this move. And that will, like I said in my previous video as well, the more people that are aware of this specific move, the chances will decrease. So let's say normally it has a 80% chance of going up. Maybe right now, because of the awareness of all these people, it has a 65% chance of maybe a 70% chance to go up. Okay, guys, that was my analysis. I would say be cautious, but also so far be optimistic, because we haven't broken that uptrend yet. We are still in that uptrend. And yeah, all the signs basically scream for Bitcoin to go higher. The only sign that is a little bit worrying right now is the sentiment. And let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you also see that everyone is expecting a move to the upside, or do you think that everyone is expecting a move to the downside? Let me know in the comment section, guys. I'm very curious what you think about this. But okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Really, I hope it. If so, make sure to smash up that thumbs up button, guys. That is very much appreciated. If you like to trade Bitcoin, make sure to trade over on BitGet or over on Bybit if you don't want to miss this move. If you want to know what I'm doing in terms of trading, make sure to join WhaleAlerts, which is a private Telegram channel where you receive extra information on the markets, and you can join basically for free. The only thing you need to do is you need to join BitGet or Bybit with the affiliate link down below, meet the deposit requirements, submit your user ID, and then you will be put into the private Telegram channel. We also have a free Telegram channel, guys. Make sure to check that one out as well. In that free Telegram channel, we will be sharing very important updates, like new videos being published, new blog posts that are being published over on whaleportal.com. Very important information. So yeah, make sure to join both of these Telegrams, the free one, and actually WhaleAlerts is also for free. The only requirement is that you have to trade on BitGet or Bybit with our affiliate link. Also, all of the revenue, which is basically a small part of the commission that we do receive from you trading on these exchanges, will all go to the further development of whaleportal.com. So you're also supporting a very good cause, which you are using yourself in order to have a better terms of better probability to predict the markets. So you're actually helping yourself with that as well. Guys, that is very much appreciated. I want to wish every single one of you a very beautiful day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.